felzbug, and I'm back with another review, and we's back to Transformers 4, and looky what I got here. Slog. Name might go, felzbug, how'd you get Slog? Well, what happened today was I went to my local toy shop here in Taiwan, and I walked inside and I didn't see nothing new, but I did notice, well, look at the deluxe, look at the Voyagers. I'll just take a look, and there was Evasion Optimus and Grimlock, and I just thought I'd take a look, and I moved Grimlock, and behind Grimlock there was Slog, and I was like, alright, I'm gonna buy him. And then behind Slog, bam, there was Drift. So I've got Drift and Slog today, so I'm real excited. And they was the only two they got. They got 1 and 1. There was no other ones of them, so man, I'm happy. So let's go and take a look at this guy. Man, I mean, it looks great. Instead of being really a primary color or some kind of real bright color, no, he's just gray, black, and red. Yeah, and really looks great. And I really do like the look of this. So, hands, if you could help me turn that aside. Alright, and just standard Transformer there. And the back. And there you go on the back. And man, they got a lot of things. It says changes in 18 steps. So this is one of the harder ones. Yeah, that they did for Transformers 4. Usually it's like 5 steps, 2 steps, 1 step. Yeah, so here we have Slog. Slog is low on brain power. Oh, just like me. Even by Dinobot standard, he's slow, lumbering, and absolutely gigantic. When you're that big, most problems get stamped out pretty quickly. Sometimes before you even know they're there. But what Slog lacks in brains, he makes up for in brawn. Anything he tramples snaps under his massive feet. The Dinobots know that he can clear a path through any enemy line, as long as they point him in the right direction first. And also available, what about Drift? And I got him. Yeah. And so there it is. Changes 18 steps. So yeah, let's get it back to the front, hands. And there it goes. So man, I'm excited. So let's just hurry up and get to open him up and see how good he is. Alright, let's go. Woohoo! I can't wait. Alright, and here we have Slog and his Dinobot mode. As you can see, he's pretty nice. I do like that head. And of course the jaw will open and close, and his head will go down and up. And he's got a swivel right there at that part of the neck. So, and for this part of the neck, he can go down. So you do have movement in the head and neck. For the body, let me pull back a little bit so you just see him. And he does have, you know, these ridiculous things, and they are on hinges so they can go up and down, and they connect here, and these also swivel independently of each other, so you don't have to worry if you just want to move one in a direction and another in another direction. That's it. But for me, I really don't care for this at all. I don't think it adds, it's not ridiculous enough to be awesome, but it's not, it just doesn't go, I guess, far enough to be cool. So it's just kind of in the middle, so it doesn't really look that good. And also these parts here can also come off. So I'm not really a fan of this. So this kind, not the toy. I like the toy, but I'm not a fan of all this extra kibble. But here, the colors, as you can see, without it, he does look much better. It's a much better looking figure. And he does have a bit of articulation in the arms. You can go forward and back. And of course here there's a knee that you can use. So right there he has a little bit, and for here there's another knee right there. And he can swivel his body just a little bit because of transformation. So there it is. Now one thing that does bother me is this part here, because you just kind of stuff it, and this wasn't in the instructions. You're just kind of like, wait a minute, how to do this. They just kind of transform it, but they don't show you what to do here, so it just kind of hangs out like this. But if you just push it back here, it looks okay, no problem. Does itch my brain a little bit, because when a transformer doesn't have a solid transformation and a part's iffy, it always makes my brain itch. It's just like, wait, is it right? So yeah, but there he is. And for size, because you might go, well, how big is he, felzbug? Let me get Bumblebee, because he is a Voyager, and here he is with Bumblebee. And you can see he's taller than Bumblebee, and he's pretty big size. I do feel like I wish he was just bigger, like a leader class would have been awesome for this figure. And I think some of the faults they could have fixed, like this part here. So there he is, and we'll go and take him into his robot mode. Alright. Alright, now let's get Slog into his robot mode. So first thing we're going to do, I'm going to pull this just a little bit to separate this area. And we're going to come here, and we're going to pop this right here. It's going to be his feet, and we're going to pop the tail, because all this is what's going to become his legs. Now, right here, we're going to come over here, and this red part in the back of the foot needs to come out. So we just pull that out a little bit. And now we're going to go right now. Now we have this part here, and we're going to take it. We're going to flip this foot down. And of course, like I said, this red piece needs to be up. Okay, this part comes to the front, and then this little red piece comes back down, and it's going to lock everything into place. So 1 second. So move this out of the way, flip that, and there it goes, locks it in place. Come around here, so there's the little foot, and come around here, and this right here is going to lock in right like this. Alright, so one more time, you have this part here. You're going to pull it out like this. Okay, this foot's going to come out to here. This. We're going to take this and move this. So this part, we open that up, move this foot down, but then we're going to close it, and it's going to be this red piece here that locks that down. Come around and lock this back part right here, and you'll end up like this. Now next part, we're just going to flip the legs down. So we're just going to go here, flip them down like this. Alright, now we're going to go here, and this flips and flips. So you're going to get this belt part here. Oh man, that popped out. Don't worry, just pop it back in. Alright, rotate and rotate, and there, I think you can see right there, we already got the feet done right there. So next part we're going to do, after we get the feet all done like this, okay, we're going to come here, and we're just going to separate this part here. Okay, and also we have head back here. Okay, so give me a moment. We're going to take right here, we're going to tilt this up a little bit, and we're going to move this here and here like this. So you move that, we're going to flip this guy down. So this part goes from here right to here, and then we're going to accordion. So his chest is here, and it's going to go down here and accordion in like this. And of course we're going to rotate him so he's here to the front. Now for the shoulders are going to come back because you're going to make it like a square. Like right now it's like this. We're going to kind of square it off. Yeah, right there. So there it is right here. Go here. Arm goes out here. And we're just going to bring this down. So really, I mean, you could flip it like this and try to flip it back. However you want to move the head out of the way. The way it's supposed to be is down here. But it's really, you know, if you want to do it a different way, it's no problem. Just come here, flip out the arm, and rotate. Oh, that popped off. And then we just push it right back in, like this. All right, and here we have Slog in his robot mode. Now it's not the most complicated transformation, but I do really like the way he looks in robot mode. I don't know why. He just looks big and beefy and looks fantastic. So let's go and take a closer look at him. Alright, and here we have Dinobot Slog in his awesome robot mode. I mean, just look at that face sculpt. And it really does look fantastic. I really enjoy the look of him. I mean, this guy just has a look of a Dinobot. Big, beefy, massive. He really does have that look and feel to him. And in his robot mode, all the guns and everything, they work. I mean, really, 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 they work. And I will say, yeah, he does have kibble in the back. I mean, there's the head just sticking out. You can push it down more if you want. So, and these are his guns, or javelin? Not javelins. Oh man, they're for jousting. I forget what they're called. Jousting rod. I don't know. But yeah, right there, coming around to the front, and there you go. And you can of course go and put this here. You know, I mean, it works for this because he's big, he's beefy. This all works. I even like how they use the tail for a belt. The pops of red they used really works for me. And this figure just does work for me. Now let me just go and take off the extra weapons. So just move those out. And you're going to go to the side. Take that guy off. And this guy. So just to see the plane. And either way he looks great. Actually, I do think he looks better with the extra things than plain. Now for him, the one thing I don't like about this figure is he does have Popeye arms. You know, that his elbow bends. He can bend in, but he can't bend up because here's his fist. Point up this way, so he can do curling irons, but that's it. So as far as articulation, head is on a ball joint, goes all the way around 360. Now what's good about him is because of his transformation. His shoulder can pop out, so you can get a motion like this all the way across. And of course, you know, we just go, move that back, right like that. Now for the actual shoulder itself, it can go up, you can only go out to there, like at that little slight angle. But we can turn them this way, and then you could always turn the fist in the opposite way. So he does have this to this. He does have 360 there, and then under here he has another 360 swivel. You go all the way around. And he's got an elbow which is a little less than 90-degree elbow on him. And he's got tilt for the hand, which is part of the transformation. Now, because of the way his waist is, you have to kind of move this, but you can kind of detach, and you could use it for an ab crunch or going back or move it back. So you do have more options with them. And of course you have 360 at the waist. Now once you get to the hips though, because of this belt tail, there are problems. I mean, you can go out to there, but you have to move this guy. You can move down, you can move this way. You can go around. So you can go around, only back it up. Yeah. Alright, so you can go around there. Now for under it, you've got a 360 swivel. You've got a knee that's a little less than 90, and you have tilt on the feet. So you have a lot of options with this guy. As far as posing him, you're going to get a lot out of him. So really, he's a fantastic figure. And really enjoy him. I wasn't sure when I first got him, but yeah, once I started playing with him, I really enjoy him, and he shot up to #1 Dinobot in my book. So let's go to the summation, and then I can eat. Alright, let's go. Summation. Now, what do I think about Dinobot Slog? Well, when I went in, I weren't sure what was going to happen. Because, well, the Dinobots have been pretty hit and miss. Like, Grimlock, I'm not a big fan of. And, let's see, Slug, I'm not a big fan of, the purple one. Straffy I like. And Scorn, the Straffy is the two-headed flying one. And then right there we have Scorn, the red one. And then you have Slash, which is terrible. And Slash is really the worst. And then, so I didn't know where Slog is going to come into this. And so, man, I'm surprised. I really like him a lot. And he's one of my favorites now. Just because he looks like a proper Dinobot. I mean, he looks like he belongs with the Dinobots. And I'm happy I got him. I think he's awesome. So, he is nice, shiny, and good. And that can only mean one thing. Oh man. Oh man, that is delicious. Man, I never thought Slog would taste so good. Man, that just sounds nasty. Good toy. Good toy. Bye!